Good evening students, welcome to my English tutorial channel Make English Easy. In today's lesson, we will learn universal tricks under which I will cover continuous tense formation. Okay. Please subscribe my channel and give like if you like my video and share it with your friends. Okay. Now, so we know there are three tenses: present, past and future. In those three tenses, four actions occur. Indefinite, if it is being occurred, or if it occurs in present tense, we call it present indefinite. If it is in past, we call past indefinite. If it is in future, we call future indefinite. So indefinite, continuous. Again continuous if it happens in present, present continuous; in past, past continuous; in future, future continuous. Okay. Perfect and present perfect, I will discuss those perfect and perfect continuous in my next video. Today I will I will concentrate on continuous tense. Okay. So what is the structure of continuous tense? So continuous tense means some action is occurring. Okay, some action is occurring. How we will how it is indicated? It is indicated by the ing form of a verb. So how the ing, what is the ing form of writing? So just add ing with the base form of a verb. Write plus ing writing, eat plus ing eating, talk plus ing talking. Okay. So this ing form, see now I am coming to the structure: present and past continuous structure. Okay. Subject, be verb, verb ing form of the verb, ing form of the verb. So ing form of the verb shows the action is continuing, object and the rest. So now we use be this. So when the action is occurring in past or in present, it will be by whom the action is being done, or how many persons are occurring the action. It will be indicated by the be auxiliary verb. Okay, so we need to break the be auxiliary verb first. So be auxiliary verb. So we need, before I am going to elaborate, I want to give you a brief idea of tense, subject and number. Tense, there are three types of tense: present, past and future. And person, there are three types of person: first person, second person and third person. And there are two numbers, singular and plural. Okay. What is the formation of be verb? Be verb in present tense, first person singular number is am. In present tense, first person plural number are. Okay. And in present tense, okay, I am just going. So what am represent? Am represent the action is happening in the present tense. It is done by first person and singular number, I am. Okay. Rest other, rest are. Okay. So are is used with first person plural number in present tense. Okay. Present tense, first person plural number, second person plural number and third person plural number. Okay. And is represent present tense, third person singular number. Okay. See, be verb. Okay. Next, in past tense, how the be is, how I am going to break up be in past tense. Okay. So person, so past tense in past, first person was first person singular, plural were, okay, second person were, third person second person singular were, second person plural were, third person singular was, and third person singular were, okay. So was, so where I have put was in past tense, first person and third person singular number, and the rest is where. So where represent past tense, first person plural number, second person singular and plural number, and third person plural number, okay. Now subject plus be plus verb ing form plus object plus rest. So ing form represents the continuation of the action and be represent the tense subject number TSN, okay. So if we say I am writing a letter, so writing is the ing form of the verb, it represents the action is continuing when it is represented by the am. So am is a part of be, so am represent present tense. So what is the tense for am? Present tense. What is the subject? First person, and number singular number. So I am writing a letter, okay. So he is writing a letter. Writing indicates the continuation of the action, and is part of be, is represent present tense, third person singular number, okay. They same thing, writing represent continuation, are, so are third here represent they is third person plural number, see, are third person present tense, third person plural number, okay. Again you are writing a letter, same. Number 4, I was writing a letter. So writing indicates, so this action is in past continuous, so the action was continuing in the past, the continuation is represented by the writing the ing form, and was, which is a part of be, represent, see that I am going to the structure again, see, was represent past tense, either first person singular number or third person singular number, and the rest were. See is attentively. So he was writing a letter, so was represent past tense, third person singular number, okay. So they were writing a letter. Writing indicates the continuation of the action, when it was continuing in the past. So where is a part of a be, okay, and so where represent third person plural number in the past, same, you were writing a letter, we were writing a letter. Now future continuous tense. So in future continuous tense, the continuation of the action will be happening in the future, okay. Again the continuation will be represented by the ing form, same, ing form of the verb, okay, and the time will be indicated by will or shall, okay. So we use shall with first person singular or plural number, I shall, we shall, but in modern English will is mainly used, shall is not used. And again I am going to tell you one thing, will is used when we want to show the determination that I will get a job, so it is my determination. In general I shall or we shall, and with rest will, okay. So shall or will represent the future action, the time is in future, so the continuation, when the continuation will occur in future, and the continuation will be represented by the ing. Next, so I shall be writing a letter here, okay, I am changing my, yeah, okay, writing the continuation, continuous, when, in future, shall, okay. So shall is the auxiliary verb which represent the time of the action, person of the action, or number of the how many people are occurring the action, okay. So subject I, shall, okay, shall be, okay. One thing, in past tense, in present and past continuous tense, as there was no auxiliary verb, we had to break the be according to the tense subject number. But in future tense, there is a will or shall. So, we do not need to break the be verb, but we can't avoid the be verb. The be verb must be put, must be right, because it is the structure, it is universal structure. Okay. So, I shall be writing a letter. So, writing represent continuation of the action in future, okay, and shall represent the action of the time of the action. Okay. So, I subject I, will or shall, okay, and be writing and the rest a letter. Okay. See another example, we shall be writing a letter, same, they will be writing a letter, he will be writing a letter, you will be writing a letter. So, for the structure, present and past continuous, shall plus be, this be has to be broken into am, is, are, was, were, okay, according to the TSN, plus verb ing form which shows the continuation of the verb. Then I am writing a letter. So, the writing is happening in the present. I was writing a letter, the writing was happening in the past. Okay. And in future, what is the structure? Subject plus will or shall plus be plus verb ing form, again will or shall represent the TSN, be should be there. Okay. We do not need to break the be because we have already used shall. So, verb plus ing form the continuation, okay, and the rest. So, I shall be writing later. So, when the writing, the continuation will occur in future. So, how it is represented? With the shall. Okay. Please subscribe my channel and give like and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching.